so mad there's no control. Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you live under a rock, I might grab it bad, I don't know, my rap, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you had such a fucked up real bad. Shut up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's Thursday night, and you know what that means. It's another episode of the fastest growing wrestling podcast in the world. I am Adam the DIFFMAN, being joined tonight by Heel. How you doing tonight, Heel?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic as always, and we are here to talk about some All Elite Wrestling. So tonight, let's all be elite.
Oh yeah, and if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Just subscribe.
And also, just hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Rather is Hill the Ring or anything.
That's right. Put a figure 4 leg lock on that subscribe button.
But especially Hill the Ring.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, especially Hill the Ring, because you know that's her bread and butter.
Oh yeah.
So, as Heel mentioned, we're here to talk about the July 6th episode of AEW Dynamite. Just your overall takeaway from this show. What did you think of this show overall? Because I felt like there was a lot going on the show, and I feel like a lot happened. But what did you think of this show?
I will say this. Compared to the last few weeks of Dynamite, this Dynamite was a lot more better compared to the last few weeks of Dynamite. And that's including the Forbidden Door build. And was there a few iffy / bad spots? Yeah, and we'll get there. Even a few questionable ones. But compared to the last few Dynamites, like I said, this Dynamite I felt like was actually pretty solid to good. I actually enjoyed myself for the first time in a long time. Of course, I still miss MJF, and I'm not going to let that go. But yeah.
MJF, where are you?
Yeah. But yeah, and you know, I just can't wait to actually dig into the show, because I feel like there's a lot on the meat this time.
We should take the song up. We should do a parody of the song "Where Are You Christmas" and do a "Where Are You
Maxwell? Why can't I find you?
Find you. All right, well let's get right into the July 6th episode of AEW Dynamite. So we start with Wardlow versus Scorpio Sky, and this is Scorpio Sky's. This is going to be Wardlow's first time challenging for the TNT Championship. And Wardlow is out first. Sky is out next with his crew, America's Top Team. And for a TV match, I thought this match was actually very good. I thought that everything that could have gone right in this match that had the potential to go right went right. What did you think of this match?
I thought it was actually a good way to open the show. I do like Wardlow's entrance. And by the way, as soon as it came out, was I the only one that was like, are they calling him Wardlow or Goldberg? Like, did you hear that too?
The ultimate squash. Yeah. It sounded. Was that like an audio mistake, or did something? Were they actually calling him Goldberg?
I don't know, because like I was trying to hear carefully. I'm like, I can't exactly tell what they're calling him. I'm like, I can't tell if they're saying Wardlow or Goldberg. Like either way, I'm like, I guess I'm glad he's getting a reaction. So like, okay, let's just do it this way. And yeah. So basically, him and Scorpio Sky did do a decent job. However, I can totally see why this was a squash because. I mean, Scorpio Sky had like what 8 people helping him, and my God, Wardlow just mowed down everyone. And on top of that, once it was just him and Scorpio Sky, he was like, "I'm just gonna torture this guy for like the next 5 minutes." And not only that, then I'm gonna pin him with just one leg, and then the title's mine. And I was like, "Okay, you know what? I'm cool with this." Yeah, some street fight. And I was like, yeah, it wasn't really much of a street fight. I even forgot it was stipulation.
Yeah, they said it was a street fight in the beginning.
Yeah,
and like, I think they said it on commentary.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot it was a street fight because he really just felt like it was a normal match. And knowing like All Elite Wrestling, like the people can get involved regardless without getting disqualified. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. And I was
it depends
like,
on the referee. If it's Bryce Remsburg, he just lets anything go. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, this isn't really much of a street fight. It's just basically Wardlow mowing down like 8 people just to destroy one for the title. And yeah, I do agree. People that are gonna say like, what does this do with Scorpio Sky though? Because he just basically got his butt whooped, and that's the end of that. And I'm like, I do agree, but at the same time, this does a lot for Wardlow. So it's kind of like a iffy situation, but good resolve for people that really love Wardlow, like myself. But again, this does nothing for Scorpio Sky. You just made him. You basically made him get punked out.
I don't think you really needed to help Sky particularly in this match. I'm glad that America's Top Team did get involved because when Scorpio actually came out with them, I'm thinking to myself, okay, if these guys don't get involved in the match somehow and try to help Scorpio win, I'm going to be really pissed because they have to have a purpose to being at ringside. And they did exactly what I was hoping they would do. So everything, in my opinion, like I said in the beginning, everything went right. For a TV match, this might surprise you, but actually for a TV match, I'm going to give this match 4.5 stars.
No, it doesn't deserve that.
No, I'm not talking like in terms of pay-per-view.
I know what you mean, but no, it doesn't deserve that. It was just a fun TV match to watch.
It was a good opener. It was a very good opener.
It was a good opener, but it wasn't like anything you should be like open arms about. Like it was just like something fun to watch as an opener. And
was it me or when? Sorry, go ahead.
And like I said, I would have liked a moment where Scorpio Sky kind of questioned himself, like walked away in a sad moment, because like, it was a good chance to have Scorpio Sky just walk out and kind of question himself, or at least have him like when they come back from commercial, have Scorpio Sky like kind of like walk away and kind of like, man, I can't believe I lost that. I had all the momentum and everything like that, because like, again, this really did nothing for Scorpio Sky. He sort of just got beat up, and that's it. And on top of that, he had a lot of people to help him, and he ended up just getting beat. I mean, like it goes to show, like Like again for Wardlow, as a Wardlow fan, because I do like Wardlow way more than I like Scorpio Sky, but you got to look at it from two perspectives. I love the fact that Wardlow finally got what he deserved, which was a big push for a title, any title for God's sakes.
Yeah.
But from Scorpio Sky's perspective, he got punked out. I would say the B word, but we try to keep it at least somewhat PG. He got punked out, dude. He really did.
I don't know if you noticed this or if it was just me, but when Wardlow grabbed the belt at the end from the referee handed him the belt. He didn't grab it. And Wardlow kind of looked at the belt and kind of made a face like, the TNT title, like this should be the world title. That's the way I read that. I don't know if anyone else noticed that or if anyone else is going to agree with this. But when Wardlow grabbed the TNT title, he kind of gave it a look like, really? The TNT title? That's it? That's all I'm getting? I don't know. Maybe that was just me reading into it because that's the way I personally feel. But at the same time, I mean, if you go back and you watch it again, look at when Wardlow grabs the belt. He kind of gives the belt a look kind of like dismissive. Kind of like he's dismissing the TNT title and he feels like he deserves better.
I didn't see it that way. The way I saw it was Wardlow was like, huh, really? Like, Scorpio Sky, I thought he was going to hold on to this. Okay. They're like, well, it's time for it to have a real champion.
Okay. All right. Well,
yeah.
I hope that Wardlow is a great TNT champion. I really do.
Oh, yeah. I think we all do.
Yeah. And I hope that it's a long time before guys like Scorpio Sky or Sammy Guevara. Nothing against Scorpio Sky, but Sammy Guevara, he's just a botch machine. I mean, go back a few weeks and you look at that match he had where he tried to do like a 920 or it was either a 450 or 920 like off the ladder. And I forget who was trying to hit, maybe Hager, and just like completely missed. I'm like, guys like Wardlow are the kind of guys that deserve the title, not guys like Sammy or, these. I'm just happy Wardlow has it. I'm just very happy.
I think he's going to bring a lot of meaning to the title, I think.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So after that, we have a boring-ass Mox promo and a commercial. Oh, man, I really wish that Kev was here with us this week because it's almost like this guy knew that Kev wasn't going to be here this week. And he said, oh, finally I can be on TV because I don't have to hear that I suck on Heel of the Ring this week. Keith Lee is... there it is. Kev communicating with us through backstage. Hey, Keith Lee, you suck! Keith Lee backstage. He's approached by Mark Sterling and Toni Nese. And for some reason, I don't know why, Sterling and Nese are trying to get Keith Lee to sign the the petition that Shane Strickland should be. I don't even know what it was. He should be banned or something like that. Why would they even bother approaching Keith Lee, the guy who is Shane Strickland's partner? That to me, it made no sense.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I quietly forgot about this promo.
Okay. Yeah. Keith Lee was eating an apple, I think, and I don't know, and he walked away and he said, I don't know.
Yeah.
Moving on. Moving on to an actually good promo. Christian comes out to the ring. Christian, who, in my opinion, since MJF has been off TV, along with Wardlow, has been the most interesting person. Yeah, I agree that Apple is definitely not going to help Keith Lee get any more in shape. Well, they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but 2 apples will kill you. That's George Carlin. We miss you, George. Anyway, so Christian comes out in his Heel black turtleneck.
Heel
Heel
black
black
turtleneck.
I got my heel black turtleneck.
Sing it,
So-
Queenie.
Giggity.
Yeah.
So,
That's how you know he's a heel.
he's a heel.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Promo of the week. So, he comes out, and a few seconds later, through hellfire and brimstone, it's Lucha Kane. I mean, Kaneosaurus.
Yeah, it's Italy King Jr.
Yeah. Why? Why are they giving him? Why are they giving Luchasaurus a Kane entrance? I don't understand this. I really don't. So he says that everyone is wondering why Luchasaurus decided to side rather with Christian Cage. And then there's a long pause, an almost uncomfortable length pause, and eventually Matt Hardy comes out. And Christian Cage cuts an unbelievable promo. I totally agree with Kev, who's communicating with the spirit of the Jedi.
No,
definitely
it's actually the AEW GM of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I totally...
Yeah.
I have just received a message from the Raw general manager.
You know, from the AEW. Oh no, from the AEW Jedi manager of the week.
The BX Jedi Sports Network general manager. So yeah. Matt Hardy comes out and Christian just cuts an unbelievable promo saying that with all of this stuff that Matt is saying, he's making his brother look like the sober one. And then goes on to talk a little bit more about Jeff and just completely rips on the Hardys. And oh my goodness, I just thought this was an unbelievable promo. What did you think of it, Heel?
I thought it was a great promo too, and I like him. He highlighted like no matter what Matt Hardy does, he'll basically always be in Jeff Hardy's like shadow. And by the way, like it could have been my mishearing again, but I swear there was a botch when Matt Hardy came out. I think it was JR or someone. Well, I don't think it was JR because JR only does the second album now. Yeah, but I swear I could have heard someone say, "Oh look, it's Jeff Hardy." I was like, "Huh?"
I didn't hear that. I need to go back and watch it again.
Like I said, I could have been mishearing, but like for a second I could have sworn I heard someone on commentary say, "Oh look, it's Jeff Hardy" or something like that.
I would definitely go back and look for that.
Maybe I'm wrong, but like I said, I could almost swear I heard that.
All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Probably segment of the week. I really thought this was segment of the week. And Matt Hardy ends up getting attacked by Luchasaurus and thrown into the steps on the outside. I think we said it, an all-around great segment.
I have one critique though about this.
What's that?
This would have been the perfect time for Jungle Boy, I think, to come out for the rescue, and I was looking for it too.
Well, he's still injured.
Oh, he's still injured?
Yeah, he's not going to be back for a few weeks.
Okay. Because I was wondering, I kept looking at the ramp, I was like, Jungle Boy? Because I was like, imagine how crazy that arena would have went if you were to And I was like, it wouldn't make sense too, because Jeff Hardy's away for personal reasons.
Personal.
Yeah, and then Matt Hardy has no one to wrestle with. Then you could have set up Jungle Boy versus Matt Hardy versus Luchasaurus and Christian for the future. But now that I know he's hurt still, I'm like, okay, maybe they might do that in the future.
Yeah, I think they are going that way, actually. And I was thinking that during the segment, that it feels like they are setting up Christian and Luchasaurus versus Matt Hardy and Jungle Boy, because Matt Hardy has said that he is a Jungle Boy fan, and he has been in Jungle Boy's corner for a while. So I definitely think that that's the direction that they're going.
Yeah, so, man, so it's kind of sad that he's hurt, because that would have been that would have been a monster pop right there, just waiting to happen. But oh well, he's injured. There's nothing you can do. I wish that was the same excuse he could have gone and give MJF, but yeah, whatever.
We are you, Maxwell.
Where can I find you?
You got the best promos.
And you're the best overall talent.
Oh man, that's terrible. Woo! I'm the big headline this week. I say, well, my beer, we can't even hold. Oh my goodness. Wow. Kev just killing it from backstage right now. So.
Well, that's the Jedi Raw GM, not Kev.
That's right.
Get it right, Adam.
So then, after a Blood and Guts recap, we have a promo backstage between Hager and Claudio. Do you have anything for this promo?
Well, when Jack Swagger, Jake Hager,
right,
was telling him about all his accomplishments, like, I was a world champion in WWE and I was like, yeah, you tell him. Jake Hager, because that's what it reminded me of when he was like, I'm a world champion in another company.
He's won the ECW title and the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah,
not like he's ever won the WWE title. Not that I remember.
And then when he went to Cesaro, it's like, you never won anything in any company you ever part of. And I was like, ooh, it's kind of got you there, Cesaro. What are you gonna say back? He's like, yeah.
Oh, you mean Claudio?
Oh, sorry, Claudio. Sorry. You know what? AEW fans, we've been calling him Cesaro for like 12 freaking years. So it was taking some time to get used to it, deal with it. That's just the way it is. So Claudio, I'm sorry, okay? It's gonna take some time to get used to it again. But anyway, so yes, Claudio then tries to respond back, but the way I see it is, there's just no coming back from that. It is true. Jake Hager, Jack Swagger, everyone look at him. He has had a way better career than Claudio. So
Claudio could have had a much better career, but he was definitely held back.
Statement of the year, could have.
Well, yeah, but whose fault is that? It's not his fault. That's Vince's fault.
It's a little bit of both, but point is, Jake Hager was right. He won this promo battle. He's like, I had the better career, so okay. And you call yourself a big deal?
I guess winner of the backstage promo
is Jake Hager. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it was like that meme you see sometimes on Facebook or whatever. Oh, ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Anyway,
It's Jake Hager.
Yeah.
So then we have Butcher and Blade. Go on.
It's not the promo of the week. Deadeye GM of the week. No, it's not. But it was still funny to talk about it from that sense. Yeah.
So then we have Butcher and the Blade versus Keith Lee. You suck. And look at my jacket. Look at my jacket. Shane Strickland.
Yeah.
I was disappointed that he didn't come out with the jacket. I was very disappointed.
I'm like, dude, you put your jacket over, and then you just don't come out with the jacket. I'm like, okay.
Throw it off to the side, man. That jacket is a storyline.
I know. You know what's funny? His jacket's more over than his whole entire tag team.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, for a TV match, I thought this was a pretty good match. I'm going to give this one 3.5 stars. What did you think of Butcher and Blade versus Keith Lee and Shane Strickland?
It was alright. Like, I know we can hate on them just for the sake of hating on them, but it was alright. I mean, I don't have that much bad things to say about this, but it was alright. That's all I gotta really say.
All right. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. I would say Jedi GM of the week. I was like, I think I remember there being like a couple botches, but like, yeah, there were. There definitely were, especially where I think it was Butcher would get up and he would run at Strickland and he would go for a close. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. I think there was a spot too where Strickland like tried to run at him. But
yeah,
then,
he just
like Strickland though that like got caught or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
But it was okay though. I mean, especially for AEW, it was okay. I you know what? I think there's a very simple thing Strickland and Keith Lee can do to get a lot better. And let's slow down the pace of their matches.
Definitely.
You don't have to wrestle with them. Yeah, but you don't have to wrestle 1,000 miles out. For example, the lucha style is really fast, obviously in AAA, but not every luchador wrestled 1,000 miles to put on good matches.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, in AEW though, if it's not indie shit, it's XWE guys, and if it's not XWE guys, it's indie shit. So
yeah. Raw GM said he wants them. Jedi GM says he wants them to go away. I'm like, fair enough. I mean, I would like Tony Khan to like have more money to hire some more AEW originals, but sadly that bank account is reserved for steady releases, baby.
Right. Yeah, like another guy once said, who cut a promo and we haven't seen since. But anyway, enough about MJF. We're gonna mention MJF in every promo. We're somehow gonna work in MJF.
Yeah, like the BX Jedi GM said, the AEW originals look good on dark YouTube shows.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what they're reserved for.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm watching this match and I'm going, this is what I wish AEW had more of. Guys like Butcher and the Blade that actually are more or less AEW originals. I can't remember what promo they wrestled for before AEW, but it wasn't a big company like AEW. I'm going, I really wish that AEW did more of this with AEW originals. And then I realized that half of the guys in this match are from WWE. Shane Strickland and Keith Lee are both former WWE guys. I'm like,
yeah.
You know what? Even in a match that has 2 AEW originals, there has to be 2 WWE guys.
Oh yeah.
So then after the match, Hobbs and Starks come out. Starks cuts a promo. This promo, by the way, sold me on Ricky Starks. I know that Kev has been a big Ricky Starks fan for a long time. And this promo, I watched this promo, and he just had so much intensity. This promo definitely sold me on Ricky Starks. I was like, wow, this guy can definitely talk on the mic. Then go ahead.
Go ahead. You were done.
Then well, I was gonna move on to the next thing that happened. So you go first.
By the way, what is your picture? It looks like Brian the dinosaur after retirement.
That's actually a picture I took from the AEW Grand Slam. That's actually MJF in the ring.
Oh, okay. See,
It's during his entrance.
Oh, if you look far away, it looks like a dinosaur. I don't know why.
What are you on?
I don't know.
No, it's MJF during his entrance at AEW Grand Slam.
Okay, because in my head I just kept seeing like dinosaur, and I was like, why?
Oh,
why do you...
Luchasaurus, Canosaurus.
Yeah.
Canosaurus.
Anyway, yeah. What was the question? Ricky Starks.
Lay off the NyQuil, man. Lay off the NyQuil. Remember, NyQuil is for night, DayQuil is for day.
I know. So Ricky Starks, right?
Right. So Ricky Starks, thank you for getting me back on track. I can't believe that actually happened. This was a great promo by Ricky Starks. A lot of intensity. Then the Young Bucks come out, and the Young Bucks say that they are the best tag team in wrestling today, and they challenge Hobbs and Starks and Lee and Strickland to a 6-man tag team match. Before the Bucks can say that the third team is going to be Lee and Strickland, the crowd starts chanting FDR, FDR. And Nick Jackson says, "We're better than them, and you know it."
They're not in AEW. Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, they're completely a different style of tag team, though. The Bucks and FTR, and they're both very good. But I think that they're at least equals. Bucks and FTR. It depends on what style you like.
I mean, I do like Generation Me a lot, but
It's Generation Me. Generation Me like 10 years, man.
I mean, I would prefer them.
Update your database.
I mean, to me, they'll always be Generation Me deep down. I do like them slightly more than FTR. I'll be honest with you.
I was very impressed by the match they had against Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
Oh yeah, Generation Me are great.
Anyway.
But yeah, I like this promo. Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't go as far to say it put Ricky Starks over for me. Yeah, it was a good promo. I feel like by everyone involved.
Then we go backstage and we have a Brody King promo promoting tonight's main event, which is Brody King versus the AEW Interim World Champion Jon Moxley.
Dun 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 dun. Dun.
Oh, we'll get there, but oh my goodness. So, what is Malachi Black doing in AEW now? Like, what's his purpose? Because
I don't know.
It just seems like the only purpose he had this week was to promote Brody King. And I get it. Okay, Death Before Dishonor is coming up, and we're going to promote Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor, and Brody King is in the main event. Okay, I get that. But at the same time, what are they doing with Malachi? He didn't win.
You know, one of the really smart things TNA to do is how they promote talent. Okay, Simmer. One of the smartest things they used to do, in as far as like promoting their talent for like matches like no one really knew. Granted, I'm not saying not everyone doesn't know about what's the name again, Brody King. Hello, Adam. His name, but remember when TNA used to have those vignettes where it's like, this guy worked so hard to get here with a really deep voice, and now he's going to face so and so for the world title, and he's had to go through this and that and this and that for this match, and now this will mean the world to him. If he were to claim the ultimate prize in Impact Wrestling. Remember those vignettes?
Yeah, sure.
I think AEW should do something like that instead of having like these weird promos where it's like Malachi Black's like, you know something, John? You think you have a chance, but you really don't. Because Brody King, he's gonna destroy you, man.
Well, it's a little more old school. Like, I get it. It's a little more old school, but still. I get what you're saying.
But we're in like 2022, man. Like, I get it. You want some old school vibes, I guess. But I think it'd be more cooler to introduce a fan base, especially to a new, because the part of the wrestling world is try to get as much new fans as you possibly can.
Mm-hmm, sure.
And I think it'd be really cool if they did kind of copy from TNA Impact like that. Because imagine if they went through the whole entire career of Brody King, and they did something like that with like the deep voice or like that. Brody King is got about his challenge, interim champion John Moxley for the title. This is one opportunity to really get all the gold.
Well, I'm sure that would have really helped. That would have really helped introduce American fans to guys like Tanahashi and Okada as well. If they did something like that.
Yeah, it would have helped too for that too. Yeah. Like imagine like Tanahashi has been through it all in New Japan, and now he hopes to really take over here in AEW, against John Moxley at Forbidden Door, It's just it's amazing what a little voice and some editing in a video like that can actually do for a fan, and it makes it feel a lot more intense too.
Yeah, and you get that over too.
Yeah. And it helps everything just feel a lot more better. I think that kind of like editing and all that could have helped everything feel a lot more better too for Brody King. Because as they were advertising it, I was like, let's be real. We all know John Moxley's not going to lose, at least not yet. I'm like, that's not even a prediction. That's a spoiler, friends. I mean, like, John Moxley, there's no way he's losing the title. If he loses the title, then I'll be like, are we really just going to hot potato the title until, like, CM Punk comes back?
I think there's a chance that Moxley would lose it once. I think that it's a chance. I don't think they'll hot potato it, but I think it might change hands at least once between now and September, maybe. If Punk is back by September, we'll see. I'm hoping he's back by All Out, so this way they can at least, have that moment of him winning the title in front of Chicago fans. And I don't know, maybe he'll grab the belt and blow Toni Khan a kiss and jump over the guardrail.
Oh, in a perfect world, I would love for Wardlow to beat John Moxley and be the TNT and AEW World Champion. I think that'd be fun. So I almost said that for it. That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, because then you put over Wardlow as like this big monster that no one can overcome.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine if Wardlow was. I mean, because it's not really the AEW title; it's the AEW Interim title.
Yeah.
So I mean, but think about that. Wardlow wins the TNT title. Then he wins the AEW Interim title. Then he wins the AEW title. That, I think, would be a great progression.
Yeah, and they can tell the story of CM Punk having to overcome Wardlow. Yeah, I get it. It would suck for him to have to beat Wardlow, but it will tell a great story of like CM Punk having to overcome another obstacle in Wardlow.
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely.
Oh, actually, no, it's a win-win, because think about it. Wardlow would have to beat another XOD guy, and then another XOD guy to come in and take on him.
Who's that?
Anyway, next subject.
All right. So, then we have Eddie Kingston in the ring with Toni Schiavone. This to me was the lowest point of the entire show. He says that he still has business with Cesaro and that he never got his hands on Jericho. He never got Jericho to tap at Blood and Guts. And then we see Jericho in the back, and this to me was just horrible. Ruby Soho, of all people. Soho.
That was the dumbest segment I saw, at least in wrestling, all this week. Okay, the Eddie Kingston stuff was just kind of like unnecessary. I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I was like, I get it, Eddie Kingston. If you want to kick Jericho's butt, just say so and then leave. And then ask for it. You don't have to spit in Toni Schiavone's face and stuff like that. I was like, yeah. And as for Ruby Soho, she literally put her own hand on the car. So I was like, I don't feel bad for you. I'm like, you just made yourself look stupid. Literally, they were like, you want to help your friend, Kingston? You want to help your friend? She was like, oh yeah. And then finally she got her head, her fingers kicked in the car and all that. I was like, I don't feel bad for you. You're dumb.
Yeah.
I'm like,
why did she just? It's not like they. I don't think Ty Conti was holding her there. It's not like Ty Conti was like holding her. Like she literally just took her hand and just stuck it in the car.
Yeah, I'm like, this is just terrible acting at its finest. Like this will make Vince Vaughn like grin and envy. But how terrible acting like she was doing. I'm like, it'd be one thing if they like were holding her hostage and they forced her to put her there. Instead, like I said, it was just so cringy. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, very cringy, very bad. This was just a bad segment. I get why it was Soho though, because Soho took Ty Conti out in the what was it, the cage match? I think it was.
Yeah, I think so.
So I get that this was revenge on Ruby Soho for taking out Ty Conti, but at the same time, if I were Eddie Kingston, I'd be like, oh no, you're attacking someone that has absolutely no connection to me whatsoever, and a person that I barely know or care about. So, wow, whoop-de-darn-do. You know what I mean?
That's what I was going to ask. I was like, did I miss something, or did Soho used to date Kingston, or what happened?
It had to do with the Ruby Soho spot with Ty Conti.
So basically, AEW's logic is they're both faces, so they're supposed to help each other and care about each other.
I guess so. But why? But why would Eddie Kingston give a crap about Ruby Soho? It doesn't make sense. They've never met. They've never met.
They never met.
As far as I know, they've never met. It's a bad segment. This was, I think, maybe the only bad segment on this entire show.
It was really bad because I was like, wait, where Ruby Soho? I'm like, did I miss something? What's going on here?
Yeah, it was bad. So then we have Dark Order come out with -1, and your boy, Long John Silver, Hornswoggle on steroids is back.
Yeah.
And so is Dark Order, and I'm so glad they did.
John Silver's.
Eat my fish.
The real number one contender for the AEW Interim World Title.
Oh man, imagine.
Oh yeah, I would mark out for that. I'm not even gonna lie.
So in case anyone's wondering what that noise in the background, I'm drinking a root beer float. as I'm.
It's float, not flute.
I said float.
See, you said flute again. I don't know if it's just an accent.
No, I said root beer float. I'm having a root beer float.
Oh, when you say it like slightly or something like that, it sounds like you're saying flute.
I'm having a root beer flute.
Yeah, there's a new instrument.
Come on, it
called
will
the
be root beer flute.
Yeah, there's a new instrument called the root beer flute.
So John Silver's back, and I'm so glad that they did this segment because AEW was in Rochester, New York. As we know, Rochester, New York is the home of the late great Brody Lee.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that they're keeping the tradition of doing a Brody Lee tribute in Rochester. As for the segment itself, go ahead, Hill.
Yeah, the segment itself was really bad. I mean, a child was out there, and I was like, "Why is this child out here?" And apparently,
that's Brody Lee's real life. I keep wanting to say Brody King. Every time I want to say Brody King, it almost comes out Brody Lee, and when I want to say Brody Lee, it almost comes out Brody King.
I get that, but it was still so awkward. He was like, "Yeah, I'm about to turn 18 or something like that," and I was like, "Oh, this is so indie."
The segment itself was bad, especially when QT Marshall. I mean, it was emotional in the sense that everyone was like, "Yeah, Brody." It was like, okay, yeah, we're honoring Brody. Awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brody was awesome. Yeah, Brody's great. And then QT Marshall comes out. And he starts cutting a promo on -1. He says something like, "I'm going to go in the back and just break all your toys," or something like that.
Yeah, I'm going to break all your toys.
All of a sudden, -1 is out of the ring, shirt off, and he's being held back by one of the other members of Dark Order. It wasn't Long John Silver's, the Fishman. It was
They should have let him loose. He could have won everything.
Oh man, right? I mean, it's QT Marshall. Who the hell can't beat the crap out of QT Marshall?
Yeah, I mean, like, again, I get this promo, but man, it was just so bad. Like, I like Brody Lee as much as the next person. I really care what happened to him too, but like, this promo was just bad. I'm just being honest. Like, if you get mad at me, like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just being honest with you.
And then who comes out? None other than Hangman Page, because Hangman apparently is still involved with Dark Order, which we forgot about over the last few months. And the reason we forgot about it is because Hangman was the AEW champion, and he had better things to do than hang out with the losers known as Dark Order, the Job Squad of AEW.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, why is Hangman Page getting involved in this? And then I was like, oh, that's right. Now I remember, because I remember seeing like pictures and all that with him and with like some random tag team. Because like Heyman's just way bigger than Dark Order. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to crap all over Dark Order or like that. He's way bigger than the faction at this point. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna lie, when Hangman's music hit, I'm not gonna lie, I got goosebumps.
Me too.
Yeah. But yeah, this was just a really weird segment. I'm just gonna say that.
So this is really what they're doing with Hangman. Like, Hangman's no longer the AEW champion.
So let's just put him in some weird stuff.
They're in Rochester. You know, actually, kind of maybe it does kind of make sense. You need something to do. They're in Rochester. They're bringing back Dark Order to honor Brody Lee in Rochester. So, what we're going to do? We're going to put Hangman back with Dark Order. It does kind of make sense, but at the same time, like you said, Hangman is bigger than Dark Order now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, okay, imagine a kid goes to school and he has like a bunch of like loser friends. You know, they're in like chess club and D&D, whatever. And eventually the kid becomes like really cool and he joins like the sports team and he wins like the basketball championship. Then the next year, I'm going somewhere with this analogy, by the way. The next year, the team loses, they get knocked out of the tournament, and they don't have a chance to repeat for the basketball championship. So he goes back and starts hanging out with the chess geeks and the
Yeah. I think we all get what you mean.
That's what Hangman is doing. He's going back to his old friends because he literally like has nothing left.
Yeah, and like I said, the segment was just weird, and I get what they were trying to do, but like it's like, yeah, let's not go there.
What's wrong with the chess club, Adam? You got a problem with chess club?
No.
Hey, Samurai. No, I will take you on in chess any day, my friend. It's been years since I played, but I will take you on.
All right.
I will crush you like Wardlow crushed Scorpio Sky.
Dude, I heard about that. He just destroyed Scorpio Sky. But
I think it was the segment. I think it was the segment. Maybe not match of the night, but definitely one of the matches of the night.
So I do have a question about that. Like Dark Order thing. Why do they keep bringing back Brody's son? It's weird.
Oh, because they're in Rochester.
Oh,
and,
I mean,
he's from Rochester.
That I get, but like Brody's son does not need to be there for them to pay tribute to Brody Lee.
Well, one thing that QT Marshall actually said was kind of true, because he goes, "Come on, enough already with this. How much you're going to milk this?" And I'm kind of like, yeah, he's kind of right. How much are they going to milk this?
He's been dead for 2 years now.
Yeah, but they're going to do it every time. But here's the thing, though. It's only once a year, though. It's not like they do it like. It's not like the kid is around all the time. He's only on TV once a year. So.
And how old is his son? He's like 12, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, he should stay away from that. Honestly. Like,
yeah,
he have better things to do than he has better things to do than worry about wrestling. Like, he's got school, coming on next month and stuff like that. He should be worried about girls and whatnot. But what do I know? I mean,
all right, Samurai.
We are going to get -1, Brody Lee Jr. versus QT Marshall in 7 years. 8 years. So we only have to wait 7 more years because he said, I want to wrestle you, but I'm going to wait until I'm 19. So we only have a few more years to wait for that, folks.
That's if, to be honest with you, that's if AEW is still around by then.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
If you're going to be negative, you can just go, my sir. This is an AEW stream right now.
What's that?
I was talking to him.
Well, no, I mean, but he's right.
I know.
We don't know if AEW is going to be around. I hope they're around.
I know. I was just messing with him.
I would say this, though. I would say this for AEW. The fact that they got their first TV deal on a Time Warner network is huge. This is their first TV deal, and it's on a major network. So,
yeah.
You guys know I'm an AEW guy or a New Japan guy. But I'm also an AEW guy. And
trying to be.
If I were Vince, I'd be a little bit afraid, to be honest. I'd be a little bit afraid if I were Vince because this is their first deal. So
well, he said everything is competition, but anyway, yeah.
Big deal. Right. So I think AEW will still be around. We will see.
That's another video for another day. Let's just
People thought TNA wrestling wasn't going to survive, and look at them. So, all right. So next up, we have a match that I never knew I needed until tonight, and that is Penta versus Roosh.
It was a fun match. But I don't know. I wasn't that invested into it, but it was a fun match.
Oh, I thought it was very good.
I kind of get why they wanted to do the mask thing, but I kind of don't either. I don't know. It was just kind of, I was 50-50 on this match, to be honest with you.
But I enjoyed it. I thought it was at least 4 stars for a TV match.
I was like, 4 stars.
Put that.
Dang.
No. It was 4 stars for TV, not 4 stars for pay-per-view. It was maybe 3 stars for pay-per-view. Maybe 3.5. But I thought it was a very good match. Before this match, we have it's JR time, and you know what that means. It's time for everyone's favorite segment.
Shut up,
of
JR.
the week. Shut up, JR. JR comes out, and one of the first things he says is, "There's no telling how many matches these two may have had in Mexico." Actually, there is a way to tell.
Google.
You go back and you count how many matches they've had.
Google,
JR.
Hey, Google.
Shut up, JR. So,
Oh, whatever
wins?
you prefer. Bing, whatever. You know, point is there's a way.
right. Roosh won this match, and I thought that was a very good decision. I thought that the right guy definitely went over. This was a...
Not clean, but he still went over. Yeah.
Not exactly clean. That's true. There was some outside interference by Andrade de Hilo.
Oh, I almost saw him 10 almost. Wow. Zing.
Upgrade, man. Upgrade.
Yeah, Andrade and Idolo. Sorry.
Idolo. Thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. It wasn't completely clean, but at the same time, they're promoting Death Before Dishonor. And I thought that if Penta went over, it would not have been a good way to promote Death Before Dishonor. But the fact that Penta went over definitely made the Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view mean something a little bit.
Yeah. Like I said, I was fine with this match. Not like anything to blow my horn about, but it was exciting. I mean, it was fine. That was
My horn was definitely blown.
Okay.
So then we have Sanjay Dutt and Jay Lethal backstage. They're cutting a promo on Samoa Joe, and we're going to get that match for the ROH Television Championship at Death Before Dishonor. This was a good placement for this promo. By the way, why are they promoting the ROH TV title more than the ROH World title?
Yeah, where is the ROH World title?
Where are you, Gresham? Barely see you. Where's Jonathan Gresham? Jonathan Gresham versus Bryan Danielson. Book it, please. Please give us that match. Or even better, Gresham versus Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr.
That's a good question because I didn't even mention it. I don't even know who the world champion is until you like just mentioned it. I was like, it's like it's being advertised.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I'm an ROH guy too.
So as much as I complain about Jay Lethal not getting that big of a push, at least the one that he deserves, at least he's getting more airtime than the actual ROH World Champion.
Right.
Yeah, which is sad. Yeah.
So then we have Orange Cassidy and Best Friends backstage. What's his name? Mark Sterling is trying to get them to sign the thing against Shane Strickland, and he says, "Well, I don't sign anything without my lawyer." And who comes out? Your boy, Danhausen.
Yes, Danhausen is the MVP, at least one of them, right now for AEW. I love this guy's gimmick.
You have the weirdest taste. Like you're the kind of guy that likes chocolate ice cream and caviar, like
No.
together.
What? No.
You have very weird taste.
But Danhausen is the man. Come on.
You like FDR and Danhausen. How can that be?
Yeah, I'm not that big of a fan of FTR. I'm more of a fan of Danhausen.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I prefer Danhausen over FTR, and I did like Hookhausen better than Danhausen. Sorry, when they were advertising them as a tag team, Hookhausen, I was actually hoping they won the AEW World Tag Team titles.
Get the hell! How can you say that?
Yeah, I heard of you.
Hookhausen?
Yeah, I heard of you.
The Jungle Boy Luchasaurus or the young? Come on.
I heard of you about that. Oh no, I was fine with them being the tag team champions, but yeah.
They had a match. They had a dark match on a pay-per-view. No, sorry, it wasn't even a dark match. It was on the pre-show. They were on the pre-show of a pay-per-view. How could you want a team that's on a dark match?
Hookhausen is entertaining. I like their contrast of styles.
So pre-show, and then AEW World Champions.
Yes, tag team champions. I thank you.
Right. World Tag Team Champions. So then we have the Acclaimed and the Ass Boys taking Fuego del Sol, Bear Country, and one other guy. I don't even know what was going on.
I hate that tag team so much. It's so bad. The Scissor Me Daddy. I mean, that tag team was so bad.
I didn't mind the Scissor Me Daddy thing.
Of course you didn't.
What are you saying? In the beginning, it was kind of like, all right, this is annoying, but it kind of grew on me.
Yeah, I wonder what else grew on you when they said that.
Oh, come on now. It's we're in prime time. No, we're not even in prime time right now. Well, not on the East Coast. We're not on prime time. So, yeah. What happened in this match? The Acclaimed and the Ash Boys went over. Billy Gunn turned on the Acclaimed after the match. Anything else you want to say about this match?
No, I was just glad when it was over. And I can't wait till that other tag team, the Gun Sons or whatever, gets off my TV.
The Ass Boys.
Yeah, the Ass Boys. No one cares.
You know, your boy Danhausen gave him that name.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he did.
Well, you know what? Maybe he saw a lot of potential in them. I don't know. They didn't deliver.
Yes, boys. So no more Scissor Me Daddy.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank God it's gone. Or you know what? Because you know what? I don't really mind it. I just hate the catchphrase of "Scissor Me Daddy." I'm like, don't get me wrong. In the great words of a comedian, I like one. I'm trying to say it in a PG way. Basically, I don't mind gay things as much as the next guy, but come on, man, that's just a limit, you know. I'll just put it that way.
I want to know what the non-PG was, but you can tell me after the show.
All right.
I don't want to. We're trying to get those sponsors. Big merger tonight, boss. Again, we're working MJF into every segment.
Yeah.
Where are you, Maxwell?
Well, why can't I find you?
So, next up we have a Miro promo and he's cutting a promo on Malachi Black. So that's what they're doing with Miro. I mean, that's what they're doing with Malachi Black. He's shooting with Miro. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
All right. 2 more ex-WWE guys in a feud.
'Cause that's how you make money, the Tony Conway.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Then
Really? Go ahead.
Then we have a tag match. I'm surprised that this match actually went on at 9:30 and not the 9 o'clock. This is not the 9 o'clock hour, so they did not get the 9 p.m. treatment for once. The women did not get the 9 p.m. treatment. Wasn't that the joke on the show? That the women always go on at the 9 o'clock hour?
I said we need like an intro film for the women. It's a 9 o'clock hour, so that means it's time for women.
Time for women. Yeah. We actually got Penta and Roosh at the 9 o'clock hour.
Well, it was still 9:30, so you know what? Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no notes for this match at all. I literally took no notes.
Well, there was nothing to say. I mean, the most interesting thing to say was Toni Storm came out, Nyla Rose did her thing for Pride Month, but now that's over, and they wrestled at the 9 o'clock hour again.
9 o'clock hour. Time for women.
Yeah, the match was fine. It's a 9 o'clock hour, time for women. Yeah, let's get ready for women.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Then we have a. By the way, I just want to say, Toni Storm. I'm really, very quickly becoming a Toni Storm fan.
I'm not gonna lie. For a second, I thought you were gonna say you're enjoying her OnlyFans.
Oh, that's right. I meant to check that out. I think it was. Wasn't it you that told me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
First
well,
I did.
I'm gonna definitely need to maybe sign up.
Anyway, the match.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing for this match other than Toni Storm is great. Thunder Rosa is unbelievable as always, and I really can't wait to see Toni Storm versus Thunder Rosa for the AEW. You know what? I think eventually Toni Storm is going to win the AEW Women's title, so I'm just waiting for that to happen.
Oh yeah, I think everyone is.
Yep.
And then she put that on her OnlyFans too. The first ever OnlyFans, I think, women's champion.
Imagine if that was a thing.
I know.
So, then we have a Jade Cargo promo, same shit.
Yeah.
A
move on.
Daniel Garcia promo, not bad.
Yeah, it was fine.
An FTR promo, not bad.
Yeah, their promos are on and off sometimes. It can either be really good or just so-so.
Yep. And we're getting FTR versus the Briscoes at Death Before Dishonor. And this is going to be FTR versus Briscoes 2.
Yeah, I like the Briscoes personally.
I do too.
Yeah.
So, Country Boys.
Yeah, Country Boys. I remember one of them got a big push way back in the day. Be like a single star. And I'm glad they're kind of back to the tag team. I think it was Jerry, wasn't it? Jerry Briscoe? One of them? Jay Briscoe? Is that his name? Anyway, let's go on.
Sorry, I have a word here on my notes I can't read.
It was actually Jay Briscoe, by the way.
Okay.
Jay Briscoe. Yeah, Jerry Briscoe you're thinking of Gerald Briscoe. Gerald Briscoe, not related to the Briscoes, was one of Vince's stooges back in the day. One of the original Briscoe brothers. It was Gerald and oh boy, man, what was the name of Gerald Briscoe's brother? They were
Arnold?
No. They were the
Okay,
Briscoe brothers.
that was-
Oh my gosh! Please, if someone can look that up for me, I greatly appreciate it. It was Gerald and oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be like an old timey wrestling fan. I can't remember the name of Gerald Briscoe's brother. Jerry Briscoe. It was Jerry and no, it was not Mark because that was Jay and Mark Briscoe. Oh my gosh, what was his name? Anyway,
Jack Briscoe.
thank you, Jerry and Jack Briscoe.
Yeah, he had another one called Bill, but
Yeah, it was Jack. I looked it up as soon as you
Yeah.
forgot.
it's Jack.
Yeah.
Harold and Jack Briscoe.
Jerry and Jack Briscoe. Yeah, I'm ashamed of myself for not being able to remember that. Anyway,
Yeah.
so then we have the main event, which is
Moxley. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. By the way, my friends pointed out something funny. Well, because I told them about John Moxley's theme song, and not only that, they can hear it through the TV. They're like, "Man, is that picture? Is that Vince? Not Vince Vaughn. Charlie Sheen from Major League coming out?" Yeah.
It's hard to disassociate that theme from Major League. Isn't it?
Yeah. And I was like, wow, I wish Charlie Sheen was in the AEW. That would be actually fantastic. Yeah.
Real well.
Wow. Dang. Dun, 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 dun. I'm Charlie Sheen. Dun, dun. Wait. Let me see how that sounds. Now coming out of Cleveland, Ohio, the pitcher from the Cleveland Guardians now, Charlie Sheen. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun.
Brody's out first on the box, and JR says on commentary, "Now that's how you greet a star." To which I have to say, "Shut up, JR."
I guess he's kind of not wrong. But so,
Hugh, what did you think of John Moxley versus Brody King?
what do you mean, Charlie Sheen? I'm
Charlie
still calling
Sheen.
him Charlie Sheen. Yeah.
For the interim AEW championship? Give me your thoughts on this match.
Well, I mean, Charlie Sheen did fantastic. I'm so glad he's in wrestling now. But yeah, I think Charlie Sheen is doing a good job as a wrestler now. I never knew he had interest in wrestling, to be honest with you. Especially, I mean, to be honest with you, I thought he'd just retire into the sunset, especially after that roast on Comedy Central.
I think it's all the crack cocaine that makes him as strong as he does.
Yeah, he worked out, and I heard he even got married to Renee Young. Props to him. But yeah, Charlie Sheen has it going on in the wrestling business now. But I mean, yeah, and surprisingly, we saw him came up with the show and everything. Charlie Sheen's just had one great wrestling career now. But yeah, sadly they had to change his name to Dean Ambrose. But I mean, we all knew deep down Charlie Sheen was going to come back eventually.
And then he had a plant named Mitch. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, him and Brody King put on a good match, and props to Charlie Sheen. I didn't know he's this good a wrestler. I didn't know he liked hardcore matches either. At least I mean, like I did in the past, obviously. But yeah, I didn't know Charlie Sheen would still like to do him at his age. I think he's like what, 50, 60 something now. So yeah, Charlie Sheen is doing a good job.
Well, one thing that John Moxley and Charlie Sheen have in common is they both went to rehab.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not John Moxley anymore. He's Charlie Sheen.
So now we're just gonna call him Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, he's the Wild Thing, Charlie Sheen.
Okay, that's his new name. That's kind of
yeah.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on this match?
I think Charlie Sheen and Brody King put on actually a good performance. So yeah, I'll give a regular TV show. I give it a 3 3-star rating. I don't think it quite reaches 4, but yeah, for a Charlie Sheen match, those look really, really solid.
You give it 3 baseballs out of 4?
Out of 5, yeah. 3 baseballs out of 5. I mean, I wish he would have stuck. I think he did sneak in his finisher once or twice. The wild DDT. Is that how the match ended? The wild DDT.
No, it
The
ended with
Paragon ship.
Oh man, I wish he would have hit him with the wild DDT, but it's okay. Yeah.
Even though I don't watch AEW, I still know that his finish is called the Paragon ship.
Anyway, yeah, good match with Charlie Sheen and Brody King.
I was not a huge fan of this match, to be honest.
Oh, Charlie Sheen hater, of course.
Even though he does have tiger blood.
Yeah.
And usually he is winning, and even though he did win this match, it was just so obvious that who was going to go over.
Well, yeah, it was Charlie Sheen. How could he not go over?
John Moxley.
It's just Charlie Sheen.
John Moxley. It was very obvious that John Moxley was going to go over this match.
It's Charlie Sheen.
Good night, everybody. What do you think of this Dynamite on a whole?
You know what? I think we're due for a good AEW show, and even without MJF and all that, and with Charlie Sheen finally started to show promise as the AEW World Champion, I think I give this AEW a solid B-.
Wow.
It was really fun to watch. It wasn't something that was gonna knock you off your seat or anything like that. That's why I don't give it an A or anything like that. It was bordering on a C because there were some moments where really. But overall, I think it's fair to give it a B- or something like that. Because it was overall fun to watch, and plus, I'm glad they gave Wardlow this push this week.
Yeah, I thought that this show, it did have some problems. Obviously, the biggest problem being the Kingston promo with what's it called, Ruby Soho getting her hand. I was gonna say getting her hand stuck in the door, but it was more her hand being held voluntarily.
It's like a ghost grabbed it, and then she was like, eh, and then ow.
Oh, Ghost Hunters International.
Yeah.
Is there a ghost in this limo right now?
Yeah.
So even though it did have problems like that, and even though it did have a boring ass Mox promo, and his so main event, and him being choked out by Charlie Sheen was a little bit of a weak finish. I still thought it was a pretty good Dynamite overall. We had a great Christian promo. We had a great way to open the show, which is Wardlow winning the TNT title. We had my opinion, a great match between Penta and Roosh. The Dark Order thing was a little bit stupid. Rose and Sharif versus Thunder and Storm, Acclaimed and the Ass Boys versus 3 unknown guys. Okay, those were filler matches. That's going to happen. It's a 2-hour show. Overall, I thought it was a really good show. I'm going to give it a solid B. And I have to say that I think that I'm happy that AEW is finally going in the right direction and putting the title, not the title, but putting the TNT interim title on Wardlow was a very good decision. And I'm looking forward to seeing where AEW goes from here.
Yeah, I'm too. Hopefully they keep going in the right direction and Tony Khan doesn't turn left.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Well, I guess that's it for this week. I am Adam the DIFFMAN. This has been Heel. And once again, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button, elbow drop the like button, and put a figure 4 leg lock on the share. Well, I don't even know what that means. Why would you put a push and hold on?
Well,
rock
one
bottom,
thing's for sure.
rock bottom the share button.
We got 2 words for you. Just subscribe and don't forget
Just
to
subscribe.
turn that notification bell on.
Ding ding.
Yeah.
And
ding ding ding.
For
You
Adam
know
the
what?
Diffman.
There's a new
You'll
one for you. Don't forget to hit the ring bell.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Adam the
Okay,
Diffman,
notification.
heel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week for more Heel of the Ring. Make sure to subscribe to the BXJ Network for all of the other shows, Yankees coverage, and everything like that. And we'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
I'm awesome! You people bought a ticket to see me, so shut up!
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you live under a rock,
I might
you
grab
are
a
looking
bat, I
at the
don't know, my
youngest
rap, my
and
blood
fastest
boils
rising
over like,
star in
oh God, here
professional
goes. I
wrestling
lost all
now.
feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked